Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in Westfield and I'm installing a recessed light on a staircase landing. This house is over 100 years old and I've done a bunch of work here over the summer doing recessed lights in the living room, but I don't think I have any footage for that, so this is the first time ever going to this house. I'm actually all done with the job. It just got finished, but I forgot to do an intro, which I like to do in this job. We're putting the recessed light on the staircase, like I said, but we're going through an attic space and we're coming off an existing fixture in the second floor. And instead of ripping up all the old floorboards, tongue and groove floorboards in the attic, I'm actually running conduit, EMT conduit, where I can to prevent physical damage occurring to the cable. So I hope you like this video. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, and notification bell, and thanks for watching. Okay, so the first thing I like to do here is I'm going to remove this light fixture so I can gain access to the box, so that I can snake it across the ceiling. If you see that wall right behind me there where the mirror is, it's right up above there where I need to come out inside the attic. So I'm taking down this light, and I fully expected to find a knob and tube circuit up here, and I didn't. This was rewired at some point. So that made things a little bit easier as far as making my connection. So all I'm going to do is connect to my white and my black wires so that the new recessed light on the staircase is connected to this light, and they both come on at the same time. This is a staircase light, and so there's a three-way switch down by the front door, and the other three-way switch is right beside where this ceiling fixture is. So whether you're downstairs or upstairs, you're able to turn on the lights for the staircase and for the second floor foyer space. Once I have the light down, I want to take out this box so I have access to run my wiring and get my arm, or rather my hand, up through that hole to be able to snake the wires. And you'll see in a moment here, I'll drill what's known as a pilot bit through the floor up in the attic. And now, obviously, I cleared out everything that was in the way. In this area where I was working before I drilled that hole, but I drilled a hole so I know where I am upstairs in the attic. For any of you guys watching this that do this kind of work, you know how aggravating that is to have that installation fall on you, especially if you're sweating. Here I'm trying to locate the ceiling joists so I can fit my recessed wafer light. Because there's so much heavy insulation, I was getting some poor readings, so I went upstairs to the landing in the attic to see if that would help me. And sure enough, I could see the nails where they've driven the nails through the joist to attach the floorboards, and that gives me an indication of where that joist is. So now I can mark where I want to put my light and have no fear of hitting a joist. And the light will go in there real nice. So that's a dust bowl inside the hole saw right there, which is prevent any kind of mess from happening. But this, as you can see, this blown in insulation, these pellets for insulation, they're everywhere. So make sure if you decide to do this work that you put down a drop cloth and you don't ruin the people's either the carpet or whatever they got going on the staircase. Plus, it makes cleaning up a lot easier as well. That's the hole I drilled to get the wiring from the attic into the recessed light location. And then I'll just go in there and I'll grab that wire after I fish it through. And now I'm able to put that light in. And once the light is in, I'll be done at my source and at my new load. And I'll install some 1/2-inch EMT conduit from this point to the other point where I got my power from, which I showed first in this video. This is a Halo 6-inch LED. It's got a recessed, a traditional recessed look. That's what I like to put when I install these. Unfortunately, I didn't get such great footage of me actually installing the recessed light. But if you see those orange tabs right there, they go above the plaster and lathe, and they sit in there like that. It was actually kind of a pain in the neck to get this light in because of all the insulation. Kept falling down onto the trim, so it wasn't able to sit flush with the ceiling, but I eventually got it. So the best way to safeguard, the easiest way to get this job done was the latest EMT. So basically what the EMT is doing is it's preventing the cable from just laying there flat on the floor, ready and aching for damage to be done to it. Obviously he's got luggage there and all kinds of other storage up in the attic, so we want to protect the cable. So this was a pretty simple job. I'm just doing a couple of box offsets here, and I do a couple of 90s, and that's it. Just take your time, make some measurements, and try not to waste too much of the EMT. That's what I always say. And that's how I was taught. When I can, I'd rather just get a measurement by marking the conduit like a carpenter might mark a piece of wood before making a cut. I just find that to be a lot easier than using a tape measure. But to each their own. Using the bandsaw to cut the conduit makes life a lot easier. I used a hacksaw or a sawzall for years. The bandsaw is 100 times better. After the conduit bends have been made and they're finalized, I'm able to sleeve the non-metallic sheath cable, aka the Romex wire, through the EMT, and it'll go into that junction box you see on the floor over there. I'd like to take this time to show you some pictures and to sincerely thank everyone for subscribing, watching these videos, and hitting that like button. It means a lot, and I'm just very grateful for all you that come here to watch this and learn. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.